Friends, my dear gods. And first of all, I say my gratitude to my Brahmrishi Patriji and all the pyramid masters. So I want to share with you because this is a new episode for all of us, and that is the quantum life. And as Khyati told, that this quantum life has the three parts. The first is the Ayurveda, second is quantum, and third is pyramid. Because the life is something about our life practices. And life practices, it starts from the beginning in the morning and it ends when we sleep. So, what type of the practices we have to adopt in our life? And this is the quantum life. And the quantum life is something about the energies. What type of the energies we feel since morning to evening. And it is important for all of us to become as whole. So, whole is something about the holistic health. The holistic health is, according to the sustainable development goal, is the complete health and the complete wellness. The main thing is the we have to be happy in our life. So how to be happy in our life? Because there are two things, the external and the internal. The external things we get from our Ayurveda side, like we how to use our vegetables, how to use our spices, how to use how to eat fruits, and how to set up our diet in the whole day. And something about the pyramids, when we do meditation under the pyramid, so it is more powerful. And when we keep pyramid in the kitchen and we provide the things under the that pyramids, so it is energized and we get the energy food. And the same with the quantum also, because the quantum says that the consciousness is as we feel as we as a whole. And the same Patriji says, like, because we are the chetna, we are the conscious beings. So when we separate ourselves from the others, or we experience something about the life, so that is called the separateness. But consciousness is, we should treat it as a whole. Sometimes we take the experiences of like eating, like something about the telling someone to anything. So like different experiences of the life we take, and then we receive in our brain, so that consciousness little bit separate. And these are the possibilities. So these possibilities, we are not as whole. So we have to change our life, we have to improve our quality of life. So it is important to understand collaboratively the quantum, Ayurveda, and pyramid. So we can make our life more healthy and well-being. Because in starting, we are going to in the system-wise, systematic way. Like first is what type of the daily practices we should have, and what type of the pyramids we have to use in the kitchen, the small pyramids, big pyramid, or in the agriculture land, how we use the pyramids, and how we keep our mental body, supramental body healthy according to the quantum science. So three things are very important, and we have keep the 20 minutes each practices. So like we can take the more benefit of the three systems. So thank you, Khyati, for giving me this opportunity, and thank you all masters. You please listen that what is the Ayurveda says, and the quantum, and the pyramids. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. And now, For the start of the session, I will invite Dr. Tanu Sharma for please explain us about the significance of Ayurveda, as it's the main and the basic thing, and so it should be started in the first place. So, Dr. Tanu, please.
So, a very good evening to one and all present here, to all the masters present here. I, Tanu Sharma, and I'm final year student of National College of Ayurveda. And today I would like to present my views on Ayurveda, significance of Ayurveda, and some glimpses of daily routine. So, let me share my presentation. So, yeah, significance of Ayurveda. So, first of all, what is Ayurveda? Ayurveda is the most ancient. Ayurveda is the most ancient and renowned system of medicine in India. In Sanskrit, Ayurveda means the science of life. Ayurvedic knowledge originated in India more than 5,000 years ago and is often called the mother of all healing. Places equal emphasis on mind, spirit, and body. It is the ancient holistic system of healing. Rather than a system of medicine, it is a way of life. Ayurveda believes in close relationship between man and universe and the flow of cosmic energy in different forms between all living and non-living things. So basically, Ayurveda is considered by many scholars to be the oldest healing science. It stems from the ancient Vedic culture and was taught for many thousands of years in an oral tradition from accomplished masters of their disciples. Some of this knowledge was set to print a few thousand years ago, but much of it is inaccessible. The principles of many of the natural healing systems now familiar in the West have their roots in Ayurveda. As I have mentioned earlier, that Ayurveda is a science of life. So we learn one thing in India, that medicine is an art. Ayurveda, we can say, science of life or the knowledge of living or the art of longevity, encompasses far more than mere therapeutic art. So Ayurveda addresses everything that makes life worth living, like cookery. So I would like to compare Ayurveda with cookery. So a well-tempered Ayurvedic physician must be a good cook to prepare good medicine. Handmade Ayurvedic remedies usually outclass machine-made medicine in the same way that the touch of a master chef's hand can convert an ordinary suffer into something extraordinary. Most great chefs know nothing of the thermodynamics of the food preparation. What they know is how to make their food delight the human palate. As the master chef is an artist of cuisine, so an Ayurvedic physician must become an artist of prescription. A good Ayurvedic physician has the same feel for her therapies that an expert cook has for his recipes. This feel, which develops as a physician attunes to nature, is what transmutes a clinician's technical proficiency into intuiting healing. Ayurveda is not inscientific. It has progressed beyond mechanistic science. No doctor since the beginning of time has ever cured patient, and no doctor ever will, for nature alone can cure. Nature performs the miracles. Doctors need only teach their patients how to tap into nature's wonder working. Ayurveda teaches that every physician is immutably obligated to exert maximum energy for cure to all patients at all times, even during diagnostic procedures. So Ayurveda always emphasizes prevention over cure. Ayurveda balances and rejuvenates living organisms, reducing their susceptibility and empowering their immunity to prevent new disease from developing. Ayurveda is more a way of life, a way of learning how to cooperate with nature and live in harmony. Health in Ayurveda means harmony, and there is really no limit to the degree of balance that a science harmony seeker can achieve. Some people say that Ayurveda works slowly, but slowness is often part of the remedy, especially today when many of us suffer from the disease of haste. Ancient Ayurvedists used their minds as computer systems. So, developing their powers of memorization that they become storehouses of copious medical facts. Then they use their refined powers of intuition to apply what they had learned to their therapeutic interventions. They transformed Ayurveda into a healing art and determined that the people goal for any medical system should be no less than the achievement of immortality. So, the main aim of Ayurveda is individuality and immortality. All humans have at one time or another dreamed of becoming immortal, even though we know that everything that is created is eventually destroyed. Each of us secretly cherishes the hope that death might, in our one case, make an exception. So, India's ancient rishis that are saints studied that question and addressed it in their hymns, which they collected into the oldest compositions of the human race, the Vedas. The Vedas, which are foundation of Indian culture, emphasize that a potential of immortality is every individual's birthright. One famous Vedic prayer states, "Lead me from darkness into light, lead me from untruth to truth, lead me from mortality into immortality." Every embodied individual is composed of a body, a mind, and a spirit. India's saints therefore organized the wisdom, which became the science of life, into three bodies of knowledge. Ayurveda deals mainly with the physical body, yoga deals with mainly with the spirit, and tantra is mainly concerned with the mind. All three disciplines share the same philosophy. So next we will. So, what is the objective of Ayurveda? The main objectives are mentioned here. First of all, to maintain the health of a healthy person. Second, to cure the health issue of a diseased person. To live gracefully and harmoniously in balance of body, mind, and spirit. Ayurvedic system focus on curing of illness as well as prevention and promotion of health in healthy individual. So basically, Ayurveda deals with the prevention. So first of all, if we prevent anything, if we prevent anything in our environment, so the outcome will be always the positive. So if we prevent any disease, if we prevent, so no disease can occur. So the basics of Ayurveda is five elements, and in Ayurveda we can say Panch Mahabhut. These five elements are considered as the developmental stages of matter. That which is rigid is Prithvi, that is called earth. That which causes fluidity is Aap, and that is called water. That which causes heat is Agni, that is fire. That which causes mobility is Vayu, that is air. That which causes space is Akash, that is space. So here are Ayurvedic five elements: air, space, fire, earth, and water. So yeah, now the basic of Ayurveda, the basis of all the body structures is three doshas. Our body works basically on three doshas. So what are three doshas? These are the combination of five elements. So first of all, space and air. The combination of space and air is Vata. Combination of fire and water is Pitta. Combination of water and earth is Kapha. So Vata is, first of all, Vata. So Vata is subtle energy associated with movement. It is composed of space and air, as I have earlier mentioned. It governs breathing, blinking, muscle and tissue movement, pulsation of the heart, and all movements in the cytoplasm and cell membrane. In balance, Vata promotes creativity and flexibility. Out of balance, Vata produces fear and anxiety. Second, Pitta. Pitta expresses as a body's metabolism made up of fire and water. It governs digestion, absorption, assimilation, nutrition, metabolism, and body temperature. In balance, Pitta promotes understanding and intelligence. Out of balance, Pitta arouses anger, hatred, and jealousy. And last, Kapha. Kapha is the energy that forms the body structure. Basically, it includes bones, muscles, tendons, and provides the glue that holds the cells together, formed from earth and water. Cuff supplies the water for all bodily parts and systems. It lubricates joints, moisturizes the skin, and maintains immunity. In balance, Kaf is expressed as love, calmness, and forgiveness. Out of balance, it leads to attachment, greed, and envy. So, what is the significance of Ayurveda? Ayurveda has been around for thousands of years and was considered as one of the best ways to treat diseases and lead a healthy lifestyle in ancient India. Owing to the significance in maintaining good health, we started using the principles and concepts of Ayurveda in our modern world too. Ayurveda blends our modern lifestyle and health oriented habits with the ancient wisdom of using natural substances, medicines, and herbs to help us lead a healthy, happy, stress free, and disease free life. Ayurveda was officially recognized by WHO in 1976. The cardinal aim of Ayurveda is to restore the individual balance between mind, body, and spirit. Ayurveda classifies all individuals and body types into three categories: Kapha, Pitta, and Vata. And these three doshas I have earlier mentioned. So, all Ayurvedic treatments and therapies vary for individuals depending on the fact that they belong to which aforementioned body type. Every individual needs to perform the exercises, yoga, meditation, and take nutrition depending on his or her body constitution. As long as you are eating as per your body type and performing the exercises accordingly, Ayurveda claims that you will stay disease free. The primary requisites of living an Ayurveda inspired healthy life include wholesome food, meditation, and yoga. If you are indulging in these three, you can prevent a lot of diseases, lead a happy life, and perform optimally every day. With the Ayurvedic way of life, we can beat stress, which is one of the underlying cause of an array of health troubles that people suffer from in this modern world. So, what are the benefits of Ayurveda? So, basically, Ayurveda deals with 4 points: physical, mental, social, and spiritual. So, how it deals with physically, how Ayurveda deals with our body. So, firstly, body fitness, reduction of diseases. Reduction of diseases by prevention, by preventing the diseases, activeness, beauty enhancement, natural strength, and glow. So basically, if we consume natural things, natural drugs, we result into natural glow and natural strength. So how it deals mentally: good thoughts, good deeds, respecting others, positive attitude towards life. These all things are a result of following Ayurveda. So socially, good conduct, sense of gratitude, taking care of every living soul, and taking care of plants, other individual, other people around us. Last is we have spiritually we can do meditation. By doing meditation, meditation gives us calmness. It tries to connect to our souls. So so let's come to daily routine, the basic routine Ayurveda that we all have to follow. So in Ayurveda we can say this dincharya, one way to positive health. So today I will only brief all the steps. So first of all, waking up in Ayurveda, we can say Brahmurat Jagran, then water intake, cleansing of all the senses, oil application, massage, yogic practices, bathing, dressing up, vegetarian diet, sattvic bhojan. So here oil application means in nostrils. So we have to take 2 drops of oil and applying to our nostrils. Yeah, and we will discuss in further episodes about oil application. So yeah, first of all, waking up. So its significance and how it's helpful in our life, how it improves our immunity, how daily routine. The first step, waking up, is significance that we will further study in our episodes. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tanu, for the beautiful significance of Ayurveda you told right now. And basically, you wanted to say that Ayurveda emphasis on the balanced living, and it's not just the medicinal system. Agreed, totally agreed. And the two pillars, nutrition and lifestyle, these are the two pillars of Ayurveda, and which will actually make our body fit and fine. And how this physical, mental, social, spiritual aspects are benefited by the Ayurveda. Thank you so much, Tanu. We will continue with for again in the question answer section. So now I would like to take our viewers to the world of quantum, the quantum world. Now, first of all, you have understood about the physical aspects. Now, about the energies, how that energies, those energies work, how the consciousness delves into the Ayurveda and pyramid. So, I would like to invite Dr. Monica Gangas here on the platform to please take us to the world of quantum.
Namaskar to everybody out there, all the beautiful masters, all the smiling faces who come here to see how Ayurveda, quantum, and pyramid works. So, myself, Monica, I'm BMS final year student from National College of Ayurveda, Barwala, Hisar, Haryana, India. So, when we thought like we will be discussing the quantum with everybody, so there was a question in my mind like how to start quantum, how to start this science, this beautiful science that goes into the consciousness, goes and take us flying towards the consciousness, all the ultimate uh, living and all ultimate achieving something better than this the living we are doing this on the earth. We want to achieve that more happiness, more calmness. But maybe this question comes to your mind, how can a scientific thing can do this better, or quantum physics can do this more better? So I will tell you about this more briefly. So let me share my screen first. Quantum science. So science, a bit difficult subject for most of us, but still we are pursuing this. The science is something when we understand that science, we want to understand that what is science, then it is very easy for us, because if we take it as a burden, then it will grows up and it become hurdles for us, and all the hurdles will go away when we take every study like we are studying Ayurveda, quantum, and pyramid. When we take that study in our life, like if I'm studying quantum, so how quantum is happening in my life, then it will create a environment like I am happy by studying the quantum. Then quantum will comes into my life, like if I see everything, like if I see a chair, a pet in my house, then it will also teach me the quantum. I will tell you it further. Like first let me tell you what is quantum. So quantum is a discrete quantity first used by the physicist. So there, I think physics is a tough subject for all of us, but physics are of two types. First one is the Newtonian physics, and the second one is the quantum physics. So the Newtonian physics is more about doing mathematical equations, but the quantum science, the science that I love the most, that teach me that how the scattered energies can come to one place and can be transformed transported to the another place without space and time. It does not take time from going that energy from one place to another place. So I want you to imagine that communication with two objects without time and space, they can communicate with each other. How beautiful it is. Just imagine that two objects are connected to each other, but there is no space between them. They are separated. You can see them with naked eyes that these two objects are separated, but they are the oneness. So Max Planck to donate the idea that energy exchange between bodies can take place only in the term of discrete quantita, one quantum or two quantum. A photon is a quantum of light.
The word quantum pack much more power since it began to be used. So though many physicists who tells about this, that the quantum, literally what is the meaning of the quantum, what is quantum theory, let me explain something about the Neil Bohr model. I hope all of us have a small idea about that model. Like when a orbit around atomic orbit around an electron, there is two orbits. Suppose this is my fist, and around this one circle is one atomic orbit, and then the another big circle around that one circle. Outside that circle is another atomic orbit. So, if we imagine that in one atomic orbit, there is an electron revolving around that orbit, is transferred to the second orbit, higher atomic orbit, it does not carry any space or time. How can it be possible? Is it possible? Is it possible just because of quantum science? It does not take any space. You will say like one atomic orbit and second atomic orbit. Suppose one smaller circle and another is a big circle, and the one thing is traveling from smaller circle to larger circle. You say, you will tell me that no, it take time to go to that bigger circle. But in quantum science it tells the quantum leap, that distance we are taking from smaller circle to higher circle is does not take any time. This is quantum science, that does everything that are looking to be separated are one. So making it more clear to you, I will tell you about the quantum entanglement. So imagine a rock or a stone. Let's break that stone into two pieces. So the stone is one stone is there for many years, and when we break that stone into two parts, so it will become the two parts, like two stones in my hand. So this some scientists come to first stone and do some experiment on the first stone. Just imagine this, like I'm tapping on the first stone, and the reaction comes from the second stone also. But how can it be possible? Because we are only tapping on the first stone, not on the second stone. This is for example like how to imagine these experiments, these quantum, just simplify it and understand it. So I'm simplifying it like we have a one stone, we break it into two parts, and these two stones are away from each other, many miles separated from each other, but still they are connected. And if I try to simplify it more, I will tell you like the soul connections, like the connection between brother and sisters, the connection between husband and wife, and a mother and child. That connection is to that, like they are mother and child, they have different bodies, but still they are connected to each other in every manner. Like if a baby is crying, her mother start getting those senses like no, my child is crying. Maybe the child is in another room and mother will be on another room, but still they are connected to each other, connected to each other with feelings, emotions, and not emotions, energies in motions. So I will explaining this like imagine there are these are all our energies, all our feelings, all our emotions are energy. Like this two on this slide I have mentioned, these two particles act together in entanglement system. This means that they behave like one object even though they are physically apart. It suggests that space is just the construct that gives a illusion, and that they are separate objects. Means by naked eyes if we see that they are miles apart, but if we tries to tries to force one particle, then the another particle also reacts. When we come and when we force one particle, the another particle reacts. This is the one thing. And the another thing is, the scientists think like, what more can we do, or what more can we see from this? They start uh, acting like we will hit the first particle. They just have a intention to hit the particle. They not actually hit the particle second time. They just come to the particle and they try to hit. But the first particle does not react, on which they are acting, or they are tries to force first particle. The second particle immediately react to that, because the second particle catching the energies, catching the energy, catching the feelings, what the scientist tries to do with the second particle. That's how a hint. It's my conclusion from this. I try to conclude that how beautiful it is. This science tells us that we all are one. We all are one. This earth is one. We all, animal kingdom, plant kingdom, and everybody in this earth is separated from one. We all come from one. So the oneness comes into diversity, and then we get birth on this planet. So this small experiment teaches us the goal of the life, that we all are one. So why having this jealousy, this all the feelings, that negative emotions getting with us? So just take away all these things. So the quantum entanglement teaches us that how two particles have are miles apart from each other but still connected to each other. So then the next one is the quantum possibilities. So now I have I told you like quantum is a science or energy that are discrete, scattered all among. So we have to concentrate that energy in one point. So the quantum possibility, what is it is the term is a quantum possibility, the shorthand for the quantum wave of possibility. To understand the idea, consider how an electron behave when it is released in the middle of the room. So let me simplify this. When we throw a pebble in a pool of water, so the water waves spread out where the pebble lands, right? So suppose we are we are throwing an pebble in the water pool. So the waves arise from the point where the stone land. So it originated and the waves get separated. So the same thing happens with the electron. We in the middle of the room, when we release the electron, it will separate in a similar fashion. It will separate in the three-dimensional direction. Stone is going in the direction where waves go, and the electrons will go in three-dimensional space. So how can we relate it into our life too? So I'm relating everything with the life to simplifies the thing. Like there is a Geiger counter that tracking the Geiger counter is a instrument that can check the where the electron goes, because with naked eyes you cannot see that. So in that experiment there is also a ticking like the electron will in the middle of the room. When we left that electron in the middle, then the counter, the instrument will guide us, like tell us that where is the electron moving from one place to another. So in this whole experiment, in a given experiment, only one of the Geiger and counter will tick. Like we place the counters like in the four portions of the room, so it will hit one of them. In the another identical experiment may tick, maybe the electron goes into the two directions. So imagine this, we left the electron at one stage. It what it should be happen, like the electron will go from one place to another place. So if we place the counter here, so the in the electron will hit the counter and we get the frequency. But in this experiment, what happens, the electrons smear, it goes all around the room, and more than one counter we get the frequencies in the four counters. Like we are getting the frequencies from one counter, and the scientists think like, how can it happen? How a electron, just like the a pebble or the stone we throw in the water, it have a particular position where it have thrown, and the waves are coming out of it. So as he think like electron should be hitting only one, because it will goes in one particular direction. How can it be on 2 points at the same time? So this will tell us that the quantum possibilities. So we don't have to condition like the electron will go in one direction. It can goes into many direction at the same time. This just behaving like the wave, because the waves are generated from the waters. So it is on around the water, it is generated slowly, and all the areas the waves have the frequencies. Like if we check with the counter, then it will comes to every end of the waves that we are seeing, that all around that we having the wave. Like it's not around the stone, it will goes more and towards the water and towards where we do not put it, like so as the electron doing. So electron is also behaving like a wave. So the another thing is like consciousness, Chetna, that ma'am told us like consciousness is the ground of all being. So it's bit difficult to understand, but I will elaborate this. Like we can be at two places at the same time if we have that consciousness with us. Like the electron, the wave, the particles, they behaves to be at one place, but they are on the two places at the same time. This experiment tries to prove these things, like quantum science teach us. So the consciousness is the ground of all being. Matter consists of possibilities of consciousness itself. Like when we see a thing like with materialism and what the consciousness all about is, like let me explain it with uh, a example. Like how a example, so the example is about like when we see a dog nearby us. So we are seeing at the dog, street dog. Imagine street dog and the pet in our house. So when we are staring or looking at the street dogs, we have different frequencies, because maybe somebody he's having mud in all around his body, the dog in the street. But the pet in our house, we were like just clean it and have in a proper position. We love the dog with us. So the dog itself have a consciousness. He also knows what you are feeling too. It's have a consciousness that his consciousness is also seeing me. Not only I am looking at the dog is also looking at me. Imagine that what he will think of me too. So it also simplifies life sometimes. Sometimes the quantum science teach us like, you are giving some frequencies, you will also get some the same frequencies. If you give the positive vibes, you will get the good vibes too. So this, all the beings around us, all the insect, butterfly, all of these things have a consciousness, and that consciousness is also watching us. Like if you are looking at with gratitude towards the dog will also have that connection with you. And now tell me, is it the connection needs a space or time? No, it happens suddenly. we are looking at that street dog, we get connected. If we want to get connected, we does not need a space or time. This quantum science, this all the experiments are here to tell us that if you want that connection, the ultimate connection, like the masters which are connected to the ultimate higher masters, they does not need us a space or a time. They does not want us to be like having lot of time to connect. It's just a one vibe, one frequency to connect with the another. So the next one is Vasudeva Kutumbakam. The world is one family, or the oneness in all of us. So the very from the very first of this session, many like Tanu said that in Ayurveda too, it's body, mind, and spirit. It's the complete package Ayurveda is, and so as the quantum. The quantum means how you collect that discrete energies into one place. So if we have that frequency, and we have the feeling of gratitude, we have the feeling of love, there's these emotions, or I call that energies in motion. That motion of energy from one place to another place, it does not take much time. It just take how your intuitions are to be connected with another person. So in this corona time, it's very difficult for many of us, like we are having some problems in corona time too, but we can connect with another self, we can help them, we can uh, separate this oneness in all around the world. And so as in our teachings, like quantum science also teach us that this energy is scattered all around. It just need to be concentrated at one point, and because of that it will get uh, a concentration power in ourselves, and that energy will enhance our aura and our being. So that's all from my side today. So I hope you guys like this, and we will come on the next session with amazing ideas. So thank you.
Mhm. Thank you so much, Dr. Monica. Wow, that was a really beautiful world into we are, the quantum world, and I really don't want to come out of it. And the beautiful explanation of the dogs means, wow, who says that we are totally alone? We are having the little insects, little plants with us. They have the consciousness, and how it is so amazing to know that. And the dogs, the example of dog, that each dog, the dog you love as a pet, is the one who knows you totally. He knows your frequencies, he knows your energies, everything. Wow, thank you so much, Dr. Monica. And as you just said, that quantum worlds told that tells us that we have the wall of energy scattered here. So what is needed to be so that we can use that energy for our positive, for a positive growth of our soul and our life, and get a purpose of life. So that will be used as the pyramids. We can use pyramids to make that energy concentrated at one. So for that, I would like to invite Dr. Uja Sachdeva to please come and please explain us about the importance of pyramids.
Thank you so much, Dr. Khyati, for inviting me to this platform and for explaining the concept of the pyramids. And for that, I would like to share my screen. So, a very good day to all the beautiful masters watching today's session. I am Dr. Urja Sachdeva and I am serving as an internee at the Civil Hospital Sirsa. So today we are going to talk about the importance of the pyramids. So before talking about the concept of the importance of the pyramids, let us know what is a pyramid. So pyramid is a geometrical structure which is made up of the four sides converging at the one point, which is known as the apex or the vertex. So it has the four sides and a base. The base can be trilateral, quadrilateral, or of any polygon shape. So let us understand with another aspect. Basically, pyramid is made up of two words, the pyra and the amid. Pyra means the divine fire or the cosmic, biocosmic energy and the life energy. And amid means in the middle or the center. So basically, pyramid means fire in the middle. And in this image, you can see a blue light entering into the pyramid. Yes, this is the cosmic energy which is entering into the pyramid. So basically, pyramids are also known as high place of God, and the base, which is formed by converging the four sides, it is called as house of wisdom. The different angles of the pyramid represent silence, profundity, intelligence, and truth. And the four sides of the pyramid also represent different things. That is, the south side represents the cold, it signifies the cold. The north side signifies or represents heat. The west side symbolizes darkness, and the east side symbolizes or represents the light. In this image, we can easily understand what is the shape of the pyramid and what is the anatomy of the pyramid. So basically, you can see here there is a red boundary here. This represents the base. Everything inside this is known as base. And this edge is known as, the red edge is known as base edge. And we have then four sides of the pyramid. This one area between these blue line is known as the lateral face. This lateral face are four in number, and this blue line is known as the lateral edge. It means the edge of the lateral face is known as lateral edge. Then comes as the pyramid is in slanting shape, so this is known as the slant height. So, what is the most important thing in this is the angle. Pyramid consists of the four faces, and when it is converged, so a golden angle of inclination is of 51 degrees and 52 minutes. Also, when a pyramid is made, the angle is kept in mind, and also the altitude of the pyramid. The height of the pyramid from the center is also measured. It is also an important part of the pyramid. Then comes the king's chamber. King's chamber is the center of the pyramid at one third of the height of from its base. So the king's chamber is the focal point where the maximum energy is received inside the pyramid. Now we can see here the different structures, different pyramids around the world. Here we have pyramids of Iran, pyramid of Djoser that is situated in Egypt, pyramid of Khufu that is again situated in the Egypt. Then we have different countries, different pyramids situated in different countries like Nubia, China, Mexico, Cambodia, Indonesia, and many more. Now let us discuss about the pyramids in India. There are basically two pyramids in India. First one is Pyramid Valley International, situated in the Bangalore, and Maheshwar Mahapyramid, situated in the Kailashpuri. Then we have the message from Brahm Rishi Pitamaha Patriji, founder of Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement India. Patriji says pyramid is a great symbol for all the different directions, that is north, east, west, and south, for all differing viewpoints converging into the one. Yes, of course, is this is because it is a great symbol of the secularism, a great symbol of stability, great symbol of meditation, great symbol of the new age. Pyramids are great energy support system for all the beings. Patriji says, hail unto pyramids, hail unto pyramid energy, hail unto pyramid meditation. So let us now enter into the main topic of today's session, that is the importance of pyramid. Pyramid is not just limited to one region or one aspect of the life. As we are talking about the quantum life, so pyramid has its important in the different aspects. I have divided that into five sub headings, that is physical, mental, spiritual, agricultural, and environmental aspect. So let us talk about the physical aspect first. Pyramid energy helps us to heal the wounds or the abscess fastly than the normal, and also it helps in curing the surgical patients as it has the positive energy coming into it. So that's why it helps to heal the wounds, the abscess, and also helps in curing the surgical patients. Then now, as we know, nowadays we have more of the lifestyle disorders such as obesity, hypertension, and many more things. So pyramid is a very good source which can help us to reduce the problem of obesity, and also it increases the resistance to diseases like common cold, asthma, toothache, and hypertension. Then comes, if we drink water that is charged under the pyramid, that is charged with the energy of the pyramid, then it helps in the digestion, and also it gives us a healthy and a youthful glow to the skin. Now comes the mental aspect. Mental aspects covers that if we use the pyramids while meditating, it helps us to reduce the level of mental stress and anxiety. As nowadays we know that most of us are suffering from the mental stress and the anxiety and depression. So the regular use of pyramid helps in that too. Then comes the students in the life of students. Students, you if students use the regular if regularly students use the pyramids, then it can help to improve the concentration as well as the memory of the students. Now, the spiritual aspect of the pyramids. If we meditate under or inside the pyramid, it can help us with the positive energy, and meditation inside the pyramid is 3 times more powerful. So, while meditating in the pyramid or under the pyramid, many people experience peace and tranquility. Now comes the agricultural aspect of the pyramid. So the food kept in the inside the pyramid, such as vegetables, fruits, milk, etc., remains fresh from days to weeks. As you can see in the picture, also they have used the pyramid in the directly in the farms where the plants are grown, there where the seeds are sown. So the seeds that are kept under the pyramid, there is a concept of pyramidized seeds. If we sow a seed, like before sowing a seed, if we keep the seeds under the pyramid for 21 days, it will be positively charged, and also it is known as pyramidized seeds. And the researches have been made, and it is seen that the pyramidized seeds are more viable, and the percentage of germination is also increased. Now comes the environmental aspect of the pyramids. As you can see in this picture is of a room, and the pyramids are established in this room. So it helps, pyramid energy refreshes the room and removes any audio, and also it minimizes the negativity from the room. It can be easily used in the kitchen, in the rooms, in any corner of the house, any place of the house that we will be talking in the further sessions. And also the researches which have been made have resulted with the filling of the ozone layer by pyramidal energy. So this has been observed by the researchers. So this was the different aspects of pyramids and the pyramid energy. So as we have entered into the new year, And as an Ayush doctor, I pray to God that Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyat Dukh Bhag Bhavet. So, with this, I would like to sum up my today's presentation regarding the pyramid, and I would like to invite Dr. Khyati for the further procedure.
Thank you so much, Dr. Urja, for a beautiful general information regarding the pyramids. And as it has been introduced to all of us, that pyramids can be so useful. And not just the big ones, we can also use pyramids at our homes. Not just the big ones that you show in your PPT. It can also be used inside our house, and how we will be considering in our future sessions also. And thank you so much to all the masters here present here, and beautiful speakers, Dr. Tanu, Dr. Monica, and Dr. Urja, for explaining this quantum life, the basic uh, reason why we need this quantum life is that today, all of the chaos and all of the pandemic, we really need something which is a paradigm shift into a healthy living, or more, I should say, as a balanced living. So, Dr. Tanu, please, can you open your window? I have few questions for you, as in your session of Ayurveda, you are explained beautifully that the Ayurveda is the physical, mental, social, and spiritual. How I would like to know that you also mentioned about the yoga and meditation into your into your presentation. That how yoga and meditation is helpful in our lives. Please, can you just put a light on it?
So yeah, first of all, I would like to tell you, in daily routine we have vyayam. In Ayurveda, we can say vyayam, and in vyayam we constitute both yoga and meditation, mainly yoga practices. So yoga and meditation. Yoga is something that which brings stability in our body, in physical body, and meditation brings balance in our thoughts, in our mind. So basically, it provides spiritual aspects in one's life. So yeah, yoga and meditation. That's all.
Thank you so much. Though basically, the yoga is not just a physical exercise or something, but more to a connection towards the higher consciousness. Thank you so much. One more question I have from you is that in this present time of pandemic, how Ayurveda can be helpful for us to cope up with it?
So yeah, in present times we have COVID, the pandemic. So in COVID, we see that by doing this, by following the daily routine, the daily practices, only by following these only, that we can cure from this COVID, we can prevent it. And the best treatment of COVID is prevention, nothing else. So as I have mentioned earlier, Ayurveda is an age-old science of life, and it's a holistic approach. So these daily practices are something which one follow, if one follows in daily life, but they we all ignore one or more practices daily. So if we follow these regularly on regular basis, then we slowly improve our immunity, boost our immunity, and uh, these practices brings balance in our life. So basically, the principles of Ayurveda are something which are true and applicable till date. So yeah, in further episodes, we will learn how it actually helps ourselves, and it boosts our immunity. Its significances we can study further.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tanu, for such a beautiful presentation and beautiful answers to our questions. And now, Dr. Monica. First
Kathy,
of all, I would
I
really
Kathy, I want to add something about, because you have asked the question about the immunity and how it can be boosted from the Ayurveda side. So just I want to add up with the Tanu that if we do like meditation, if we close our eyes, so it enhances our pineal gland power also, because Ayurveda tells about our third eye. And even the Patri sir always says that you do meditation and through meditation you can activate your eyes, third eyes. So it is important for everyone. If we do meditation as per our age, like if I am 50-year-old, so I have to do 50 minutes meditation. So it enhances the melatonin like secretion in the third eye. So nowadays, because in the corona period, everyone in the world wants to enhance their immunity. But how we can enhance their immunity from Ayurveda side, we just close our eyes and we do meditation. Yoga and meditation is the part of Ayurveda also. So one thing. And the second thing is in the yoga, like we do the pranayama. So pranayama is something like you are doing the breathing. So breathing increases the nitrogen oxide power. So if we are having the more NO2 gas in our nostrils, in our sinuses, it increases the power to inhaling and exhaling properties. So it we can get more benefit doing this pranayam practices. So any practices of pranayam we can adopt, like Nadi Shuddhi pranayam, or maybe one practice Surya Bhedi pranayam, or we do like Anulom Vilom. We can do Kapal Bhati also. So choose one pranayam out of many types of the pranayam, and it enhances the power of our immunity and as well as the holistic health. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Kathy, are you there? Okay, so well, you have explained all of three beautiful doctors wonderfully. You explained Ayurveda and quantum and pyramids because all three combinations make our life the quantum life. So quantum life is about to how to connect with ourselves and as well as to connect with the outside external external care, like Monica explained how we can connect with the plants and animals and we feel the more energy within us and without any space and time. In the same way, Urja also explained that how we can benefit it from the pyramids if we use at our kitchen, or maybe in the homes or on the roof floor, and we can use pyramids anywhere in our house and as well as in the our outer vegetable garden also. Okay, now over to Khyati, please.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now, as Dr. Tanu has already gave her answers regarding the Ayurveda, I would like to ask Dr. Monica about some a question regarding the happiness with the animals. How you feel that energy with the animals? Please, can you just explain some?
So I'm just feeling so happy. Like everybody wants to get this answer. Like, what is your connection with plants? What kind of connection you feel when you look at a plant or a animal? Now I feel like these are the part of myself. They are not something. When I feel like these are two bodies, like one I am having and the second one is they having, that create a illusion, that creates a dualism. I don't want that. I just want that oneness, because that thing I have explained in my PPT also, like we are originated from the oneness, the one thing we get distributed, like we all have one ancestral life that we that connects we with all of us, all the persons having the consciousness. We are not only watching the animals, we are also watchful by them. So that create a connectivity, that happiness, that aura, that feeling of no, they are part of myself and I'm the part of their life. So this is the kind of emotion I carry forward. So
Thank you so much, Monica. That was really lovely, and I think our viewers will take the lesson from this also. One more question I would like to ask you is that why quantum thinking is important in this healthcare? Because you are a doctor, and you know that in this, and we are learning the quantum physics, and why it is important in the healthcare. And just brief it.
So yeah, I actually wanted to brief it like when we imagine this corona time, uh, we have a family, maybe one or two people are affected by that, or not everybody is affected, maybe because they have immunity also, but a kind of feeling like this disease will not affect me until I will let it affect me. That meaning like the consciousness or the chetna shakti, I have told earlier, like when we have a desire, we have intuitions that carry forward our feelings. This whole a basic, we want that into our medicine. We have to treat a patient like not he's coming with a disease to us and we have to give him a prescription. We also have to give him a beautiful lesson like, no, you will get cured from this in a smaller period of time. You are thinking this disease will affect you, this, then it will affect you. But if you think you are powerful, you are more aware of it, like I wanted to get cure from this disease, this will not affect you. So we need a science like quantum science to have a have a structure that help in the medication, that this medication should not only for our physical self, it also for body, mind and spirit. It have to be a healing for all these things. So that's what my point is all about for this.
Thank you so much. Basically, you want to say that it's the collaborative effort for every kind of medicine. So basically, it is an integral medicine that we should use, and not just a medicine, but actually a life. That's why we have kept it as a quantum life. So thank you so much, Dr. Monica. And now I will shift to Dr. Urja. You beautifully explained about the pyramids and the uses, the importance of pyramids in our life, and the concentration of energies, the all the scattered energies that are that can be concentrated through the pyramid, and we can have the use of those energies beautifully. I would like to ask you how we can what is the most important thing that to be in the kept in the consideration while using a pyramid. Can you please just give a brief regarding that?
Yes, ma'am, sure. Actually, what I believe is, and what the researches have been made, is that the most important thing is its angle that I've already told about in the presentation. The angle is the most important thing. The angle must be 51 degrees and 51 minutes approximately. So it should be correctly made, and we can build it at our home too, and it should be with that angle. Then it will be attracting the cosmic energies and it will be benefiting.
So basically it will come integrate all the energies around our earth, and
Yes,
it
ma'am.
will make it as the one. And by that, you the importance is the physical, the mental, the social and environmental use you told about, that they can get. And as the tomato or in agriculture, we can make our crops or fields much more better than with the use of pyramid.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And can be, as ma'am has was also saying, that we can use the pyramids at our homes. So how it can be made at homes, and something please brief about that, and with which material we could be using that.
It can be easily made at our homes, ma'am, and it will the this concept will be discussed later in the further sessions that will be coming on the same time. So I will be, or my partner will be discussing about that at that session. And also the material you have said, it can be made up of any material, either be it wood or paper or anything. It can be made up of any material, but the thing is that angle should be proper.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Urja. And I would like to say that this was a really very beautiful start and a beautiful and awesome start for quantum life. And also, I would like to say that the importance of meditation and the spiritual science. The spiritual science is the mother of all sciences, and only meditation and can be helpful in healing at or not just of our body but our mind and our spirit, and also make us enlightened of the truth. So we should actually work as the spiritual scientist and not just a doctor or engineer or anything. We should become a spiritual scientist. Thank you so much. And ma'am, can we go for meditation? Okay, so everyone, please sit calmly at your places. Remove your spectacles if you are wearing. Clasp your hands. Cross your legs. Observe your breath. Breathe in and breathe